Decoded.
Welcome to Book Decoded. Ever feel like you're drowning in tech talk? Like trying to assemble something complicated with instructions in, 10 different languages?
Mm-hmm.
Well, today we've got something like a guide for navigating all that.
Right.
We're diving into Steve Lucas's digital impact, the human element of AI-driven transformation.
Right.
Think of it as your shortcut to getting the essentials on how AI and connectivity are really shaking things up. Daily life, everything. No PhD required.
Yeah, definitely. And what jumps out right away in Lucas's book is this core idea, this really fundamental point. It all comes back to our human need to connect. He traces this fascinating line, from cave drawings all the way to the internet and AI, and he argues this same drive is key for businesses today.
It's a great point. He even mentions how, strong social connections make us happier and healthier. And then he flips it, right? Shows how disconnection inside a business, like systems not talking to each other, data all over the place that causes real headaches, frustrated customers, wasted effort. It's surprisingly human.
It really is. And Lucas points out that the internet age, while amazing, also kind of led to this. He calls it digital fragmentation.
Fragmentation, okay.
Yeah, businesses adopted tons of cloud apps, different services, but they often ended up in these silos, not connected. And the scale is pretty wild. Like, by 2024, big companies averaging over 230 applications.
Wow, 230.
Yep, and using hundreds of SaaS apps, sometimes thousands of data sources. It's a lot.
Okay, that sounds like chaos. Like trying to run a meeting where everyone's speaking a different language.
Exactly.
So no wonder people get cynical about digital transformation, right?
Yeah.
You've got this tangled mess, technical debt builds up, and those promises of efficiency, they just don't happen.
That's precisely his point. And this is where AI comes in. Lucas sees AI, things like ChatGPT becoming mainstream, as this huge leap, applications that can actually reason,
Right, the game changer.
And this is crucial, he warns, that just throwing AI into that fragmented mess, it doesn't work. It's like having a super smart navigator, but your car's stuck in the mud. AI needs connection to actually deliver value.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit. This AI readiness idea, it's not just about buying the cool AI software, is it?
Not at all. It's about getting your technology house in order first, making sure systems and data are actually connected and accessible. That's the foundation.
So integration and automation become key.
Absolutely. Lucas calls integration the bedrock of digital success. It turns all those separate bits of tech into something cohesive, something productive, like an orchestra playing together.
Okay, I like that analogy. And automation, that's about getting rid of the grunt work.
Yeah, freeing people up from repetitive tasks to do more creative, strategic stuff. Plus, less manual work often means fewer errors, better security.
Makes sense.
He traces how automation evolved, from simple if-then stuff to more complex process automation. But he notes, even with sophisticated tools, getting systems to truly talk and make sense of the data, that still takes real effort.
But AI can supercharge this, right? That university example was amazing.
Oh, yeah, the financial aid one. Reducing processing time from a month down to 3 days.
Incredible.
That's the power of AI-driven integration, connecting the data intelligently. It makes a massive difference in people's lives.
And you mentioned other areas too, like sales lead generation, smarter customer support chatbots, personalized marketing.
Right. Using AI's ability to reason to make those processes way more effective.
It always comes back to the data, doesn't it?
Always. Lucas is crystal clear. An AI strategy is a data strategy. Full stop. AI needs clean, accurate, trusted data to work its magic.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly. He talks about data sprawl, data everywhere, inconsistent formats, different definitions. It's a huge challenge.
So it's not just about hoarding data, but knowing what's useful, that demand-side view.
Precisely. Focus on the valuable data and how to use it, not just collecting endless terabytes.
There was that quote from Ray Wang about companies not even knowing where their data is or if it's reliable.
Yeah, that was eye-opening. And his point about accuracy, like 85% might be okay for maybe some support query, but for finance or healthcare, absolutely not.
Right, the stakes are totally different.
It really highlights why data integrity is non-negotiable when AI is making decisions or powering services.
That drive-through analogy was perfect too. Getting the wrong burger because the order data was messed up. Simple, but it shows how vital accuracy is for delivery, especially with AI involved.
Totally. And the fix, the foundation for managing AI data effectively, Lucas says it's connectivity. You need A unified platform, maybe a central data hub for that single source of truth, and strong governance around it all.
Okay, so platform, hub, governance, got it. Now, APIs. He calls them the language of modern tech.
Yeah, they're kind of the unsung heroes, the invisible plumbing connecting everything online.
That DoorDash example was great. Ordering a sandwich seems simple, but behind the scenes,
It's this complex dance of APIs talking to each other. The app talks to the restaurant system, the payment system, the delivery driver's app, all through APIs. Think of them like messengers carrying requests and data back and forth.
but you need to manage them properly.
Oh, absolutely. Good API management, security, standards, it's crucial. And his line, no AI without APIs. That really sticks.
Because AI needs the data and APIs deliver it.
Exactly. AI models, especially LLMs built into apps, rely on APIs to fetch information and trigger actions in other systems.
Which leads us to AI agents. This sounds like the next big step.
Lucas definitely thinks so. He sees them evolving beyond simple bots into these orchestrators, handling complex tasks with less human input becoming as vital as databases or APIs.
Bill Gates predicting they'll help with almost anything. That's a big claim.
It is, but Lucas gives examples, like an AI agent handling expense approvals more intelligently than a rigid script could, looking at context, maybe asking clarifying questions.
But what about, you know, when AI makes stuff up, the hallucination problem?
Ah, yeah, he tackles that head on. It's a real issue, especially with LLMs. His proposed solution is pretty interesting, using teams of agents.
Teams? Like AI checking up on other AI.
Sort of. Agents working together, cross-referencing, double-checking results to provide more reliable, trustworthy answers. Vishalsikha's point about financial data you just cannot be wrong makes this anti-hallucination approach absolutely critical.
That makes a lot of sense. Collaboration for accuracy. Okay, and he backs this all up with real stories, right?
He does. The Australian Red Cross one is powerful. They used a unified platform to connect all their scattered systems, shadow IT, he called it, and drastically improved disaster response, saved huge amounts of manual effort.
And North Carolina's health department during the pandemic, getting real-time data to leaders.
Yeah, consolidating data from all over, cutting dashboard update times from like 70 hours down to almost real time. That's impact, life-saving, potentially.
Then there was Kalara, the aged care place, creating that golden record for residents.
Right, breaking down silos for better, more personalized care. And the Credit Union of Colorado connecting old and new systems, boosting member satisfaction, developing integrations way faster.
And even helping members proactively based on data insights. That's pretty cool.
And Nature Fresh Farms, using integration to automate billing, and then setting up AI to optimize how they grow produce in greenhouses. Higher yields, more efficiency. These examples really show the digital impact isn't just theory.
So when businesses look for platforms to help with this,
Yeah.
what should they focus on?
Lucas lists key things: connecting different environments, hybrid cloud, on-prem, top-notch security, handling both system-to-system stuff and human workflows, strong API tools, reusable components, supporting business partners.
And even using AI within the platform itself.
Yeah, to offer recommendations, maybe allow natural language interaction, and always asking, what's the real benefit? Faster results, competitive edge, happier customers getting that easy button experience.
He also brought in perspectives from other leaders, Larry Quinlan from Deloitte.
Right, emphasizing you can't do transformation without integration and automation, making people more productive.
Betsy Atkins talking about replacing old manual processes.
And how integration unlocks software value, enables personalization, and seeing AI as a huge turning point.
Paul Cormier from Red Hat, maybe a bit skeptical of the buzzword digital transformation.
But acknowledging integration is more critical than ever in today's distributed world, and automation is needed to make it scale securely.
And Vishal Sikka, again, wanting AI that's intuitive for business users, not just techies, and stressing that need for accuracy, the anti-hallucination stuff.
Yeah, those insights really round out the picture.
Ultimately, though, Lucas loops it all back to people, doesn't he?
He does. It's about making lives easier, making work better. He even encourages, daydreaming a bit, envisioning that ideal future state for your organization, defining what winning looks like.
And having a positive impact beyond just profits.
Right, that resonates more and more. The core message seems to be, in this digital age, connection is everything. Connecting tech, automating processes, that's how you innovate and make a difference.
So, wrapping up our book Decoded Look at Digital Impact, the takeaway feels pretty clear. Connection is power, especially now with AI accelerating everything.
Uh-huh.
Whether you're deep in tech or just trying to understand the world, grasping how integration, automation, and AI fit together, it's essential. We've gone from digital clutter to AI agents. Hopefully it sparks some thoughts for you listening.
Yeah, what stood out most to you? Any questions still buzzing around?
Definitely dig deeper into these ideas. Think about how they apply to what you do. Because remember, every big story, every leap forward, it starts with making a connection.
Well said.
Thanks for tuning in to Book Decoded. We'll catch you next time for another exploration.